Shelly, why is it so important for parents to read to their kids?
Well, when parents read to their kids, it's giving them an advantage right away, because there's so many things when you listen to someone reading to you, you pick up so many things with literacy. You pick up cadence, the rhythm. You learn how to explanation words, and it makes it come alive. And then when kids can take that and they learn to tell stories and to retell, then they're able to add that into their reading themselves. So it is an amazing advantage that parents give their kids when they read to them. It is absolutely devastating. In my 6th grade classroom right now, I have kids that read at a 2nd, 3rd grade level. And what research says that by 3rd grade, if a child is behind, that each year they'll start to fall 1 to 2 years behind. So it starts to grow exponentially. So right now I do have 6th graders reading at a 2nd, 3rd grade level, and by the time they graduate from high school, they'll be lucky if they're at a 7th, 8th grade level. So it is so important for parents to understand the importance of reading and to make it a daily habit, because kids really look forward to that time together.
What do you do specifically for your students to get them more excited about books and less of the drill skills orientation?
Well, I always encourage, one of the things that we do is called choral reading, and it's a really interesting research-based kind of way to get kids drawn into reading, because a lot of kids, by the time they're in 6th grade, if they're not a good, strong reader, they don't like to read out loud. So if everyone in the classroom reads together, it gives them that confidence, because if they make a mistake, nobody's going to know. And so it encourages all kids to read together, which is really fun. Of course, there has to be interest in it, and so I'm very fortunate being a science teacher, because I can easily draw kids in. When we talk about earthquakes, volcanoes, natural disasters, kids are just automatically excited about that. So that makes it a little easier for me. But number one, by the time they're in 6th grade, there has to be that interest there, so that they'll be able to pick that book up and want to explore it further.
Do you think kids at a 6th grade level understand the reading's a foundation in every single subject in math, or do you feel that's a deficiency in how we teach them what the importance of reading is?
That is a great question, because I'm not sure. I've never really asked the kids themselves that. We as educators talk about that continuously, about the importance of reading. And when it's like walking upstairs, once you miss that stair, you just can't jump up the stairs. So it's really important that they learn each of those steps. But as far as 6th grade, I think that they do understand it. I think that a lot of kids are lazy, that in this particular generation, they've been raised by a TV set or a video game, and they much prefer that type of reaction or interaction rather than reading. So
yeah, I guess for my kids, they often don't understand. They think reading a book is just reading a book, and they don't tie it that it takes reading to do math, it takes reading to do science. They think that if they have a different interest, it doesn't need reading.
And regardless to what profession you decide to go into, bottom line, you have to be able to read. Even from the lowest to the highest jobs, you have to be able to be literate and fluent in reading.
Cool. Will you give all our kids a message about why reading's so important from a teacher?
Okay, great. Well, from a teacher's perspective, reading, it's just that thing where knowledge is power. It opens all the doors. When you sit down and read a book, it opens the exploration of, it makes you be able to explore places you would never be able to go, take adventures that you wouldn't normally get to take, and it just opens your whole horizons up. So it's kind of that forefront of first learning about the world and then building those dreams so that you can further go out and explore it. So reading, again, is so extremely important. Thank you so much.